make the words mean anything.
A comedian is bombing so hard that she's about to heckle herself.
Somewhere, a heart is so broken, it can't even sing the blues.
A voice cracks. A page is lost. The sky reveals nothing.
A prayer falls silent. The echoes dying in an empty church.
Somewhere, someone looks at a blank page, waiting for something that is never going to come.
And then,
The seed, the spark,
the beat.
the breath, the words.
Thank you for calling 1-800-SING Muse. How may we inspire you? Time is a circle and love is a wheel. Stories uncover what ages conceal. Tomorrow's dreams become yesterday's news. But God's are eternal and God's never lose.
Sing Muse of the heroic age.
When the gods were so close that you could feel their breath on your skin.
Sing of a young man named Thamyrus.
Thamyrus, one of the greatest singers in all of Greece.
Second only to Orpheus, the son of the muse Calliope.
No one can hear his songs without their souls and bodies being moved. But no one can move Thamyrus.
Until the day he met Hyacinth.
The mortal son of an immortal mother. Hyacinth, most beautiful, most desired of all the men in the world.
Everybody got that? Thamyrus was the singer. Hyacinth was the pretty one. Don't get them confused or it's going to be a long night.
All it took was one moment.
Breathless and electric.
Resonant and painful.
Timeless and holy.
At about 9:30 p.m. on a Tuesday.
And there was something new in the world.
For the first time, one man looked at another and loved.
I know what you're thinking, but homosexuality is found in nature. There had to be gay cavemen. Look, I know. It's a time before time. They just go with it.
A seed of desire. Whisper to embers, you'll make them a fire. The road's going to burn you whichever you choose. But God's are enduring and God's never lose.
Thamyrus sought out the aid of the muses.
Daughters of Zeus and the goddess of memory.
Together, they crafted a masterpiece.
The song Thamyrus had been waiting his entire life to sing.
And Thamyrus sang his song.
Hyacinth heard the song he had inspired.
And turned away from Thamyrus, never to see him again.
Hyacinth became beloved of Apollo.
The new love stolen from the humans, just as humans had stolen fire.
But the gods are selfish, jealous, and cruel.
What? The gods? No.
That's why the west wind wanted Hyacinth for himself.
And would rather see him dead than in Apollo's arms.
The west wind killed Hyacinth, without fear of guilt or penalty.
Apollo transformed Hyacinth into a flower, forever after born his name. His body unburied.
But mourned by the gods who wept at the death of one of their
Life
children.
dances on to the beat of its days. With rhythms are broken when gods meet your gaze. Humans will falter and sparks will diffuse. But gods are immortal and God.
Paul forgot Hyacinth. Paul's kind of a dick.
But Thamyrus was angry.
His masterpiece had failed.
His love had been denied. His inspiration had breathed his last.
Arms of a man forgot him.
He blamed the muses.
9 systems of inspiration.
For failing him.
For if art could not change a human heart.
What good is it all?
He challenged them to a duel.
Technically 9.
Each of them against him.
To beat them at their game.
To cry,
To laugh.
to pray,
To sing.
to move,
To marvel.
To remember.
To gaze.
and to love.
Better than they ever could.
And the muses accepted the challenge.
I, Terpsichore, muse of dance, made everyone rise from their seats and move to the rhythm inside them.
And I, Melpomene, muse of tragedy, made the immortal gods weep in the face of death.
And I, Calliope, muse of epics, made the gods hold their breath inside an adventure.
And I, Cleo, muse of history, made them remember things they were not allowed to see and know that they were true.
And I, Euterpe, muse of music, called out a song from the deepest parts of their beings.
And I, Polyhymnia, muse of hymns, made the gods bow their heads in reverence to the sacred grove.
And I, Thalia, muse of comedy.
anything of a G-type star.
And then it was Eructo's turn.
And I, Arata, muse of love poetry,
Who had known him better than any of us.
Was hurt.
and angry.
Verado looked at Thamyrus.
And when I took the stage, they knew what love was and what it was not, and what we all so desperately wanted to be. And Thamyrus didn't stand a chance.
Ride into battle in armor of glass to conquer the world, but the world kicks your ass.
Gonna kick him
On the finger that points to his. The gods have no mercy, and gods never lose.
The gods asked the muses, what shall be your revenge? And they took his sight, and they took his talent.
And the muses sentenced Thamyrus
To an eternity in hell.
and there he remained.
Blind and silent, chained and alone,
Forsaken and forgotten.
until tonight.
Keep on forgetting till nobody knows. The story's not pretty, but that's how it goes. You throw out the past like an old pair of shoes, but gods keep their secrets and gods never
But ends are beginnings, and that I can use. The gods need convincing, but gods never lose, especially Thalia.
Where?
It's all right.
You're safe now.
For the moment.
Melly,
It's cold. Why is it so cold?
Okay, I'm sweating like a racehorse out here. How is he cold?
Heat is relative. He was somewhere much hotter.
Does anyone have a coat or a shawl?
It's friggin' August, Polly.
Surely someone can manifest a blanket or something.
Oh, of course. Now, which one of us is the muse of Afghans? Oh, that's right, none of us.
I'm gonna manifest some vocal polyps on your ass if you don't cut this.
Who are you? I can't see. Tell me who you are.
Melpomene, give him his sight back.
We only agreed to bring him out for one night. Nothing about the other two curses.
Melpomene, don't be a child. We agreed.
Fine. There you go. Welcome back from the land of the dead. Don't bother unpacking.
Who are you?
We're here to help you. We brought you out of hell.
Stay away.
Do you remember us?
No.
What do you remember?
He drank from the Lethe, sisters. The river in Hades, it wipes their memory.
It's not the river.
She's right. They don't drink from
Well,
the
then
river.
why can't time, Melpomene? Too much time. But he will remember. Look at me, Thamyrus. I promise I mean you no harm. Do you remember your mother?
I don't.
It's okay. My mother hated when my face was dirty. Anything else? Knees, elbows, she didn't care, but she wanted her girls to have clean faces. May I?
No.
She taught me about memories. Memories come in flashes. Some of them are bright and vivid. Some move slowly through us. They walk in and out of you in a beautiful trance. Some are dark, blurred, piercingly painful, and yet disconnected somehow. But memories never come in a story, linear, one after the other. It's always just fragments of a picture. She taught me to take memories and to make a story. She said that all you need is one to start with. Give me one, Thamyrus.
There's a man. He's walking away.
Tell me about him.
He's tall. His hair is long and dark.
That's him, that's Hyacinth, that's her boy. Can you see his eyes?
No.
Okay, this is pointless.
Thank you.
We are the doctors of memory. We got this. Could you please stop with all the negativity all the fucking time, Melpomene?
Tragedy, Thalia. Tragedy.
Asshole, Melpomene. Assholes.
What else do you remember, Thamyrus? Do you remember us?
No.
Any of us.
No. There's a woman. She's angry. No, I'm angry. I hate her.
You hurt her, and we made you pay for it. Quite the tragedy, if I do say so myself.
Yes, it was, sister.
Thank you.
So sing it.
What?
Talia's right. It's a tragedy. Melpomene, you can give it back to him faster than I can.
Why?
There are too many facts in my head that don't come from him. I won't do it the right way.
No, Melpomene, just do it.
Why can't she?
Fine. All right, fine. Your name is Thammus. The early sources of your story come from Homer's Iliad, Book 2, written sometime around 850 BC, according to Herodotus. You refer to only as a man who boasted of being a greater singer than the Muses, and we maimed you without any kind of trial. The trial was added by Apollodorus in his Bibliotheca, whose attribution dates range from 200 BCE to 200 CE, where you were listed as being the son of Philemon, a human, and Orgaia came in.
All right, fine. Jeez, I forget how boring your work can be.
Richard III?
That counts as mine.
So does Titus Andronicus.
All right, enough! And I wonder why it took us so long to get back to damn together. Now, sing, Muse, of the tragedy of Thammus, of the man who challenged the 9 sisters of inspiration and lost everything he had in his defeat.
He'd already lost everything.
No, not everything. Otherwise, it wouldn't be mine to tell.
It's been a while since I've done this.
Sing, Muse, of those who dare defy the gods, the ones ambition sends up through the sky, who climb Olympian heights against all odds, until they fall back down, and break, and die. We've heard the tales told 1,000 times, of men whose hubris led them into hell, of women turned to spiders for their crimes, but there's a tale that only we can tell. A poet twisted by a lover's death, until his bitter words were all he knew. He lost the seed, the spark, the beat, the breath. Oh, muses, sing of he who challenged you.
Muses, daughters of Zeus, I sent you a challenge. I say that your inspiration is a hollow gift, that mankind has no need of you and no fear of you anymore. Are you such cowards that you cannot even answer me? Which one are you?
I could ask you the same question.
I am the greatest singer in all of Greece, and you are.
I am not the greatest singer in all of Greece, and that makes 2 of us. The greatest singer is taller and better looking, and he hasn't thrown a tantrum since he was 7, so you couldn't beat him.
Orpheus is not taller than me, and he hasn't sung anything in months. Not since
Go home, Thammus. We deny your challenge. Call us cowards. Say whatever you want. We have no time for you.
Wait, Calliope. You're Calliope, aren't you Orpheus's mother? I saw you with him sometimes when we were children.
You learned music with him, didn't you? We were students together.
Yes, we were friends, but I haven't seen him in a long time.
Then go home, Thammus. My son could use all the friends he can get.
I will. I will if you send me to Hyacinth.
What?
You showed Orpheus the way down to the underworld. You showed him the way down that only the gods know. I will make Hades and Persephone weep just as Orpheus did, and I will not be so frightened as to turn around.
You think your love is greater than my son's?
There has never been a love like mine. No man has ever loved another.
What do you know about love? Certainly nothing about a woman's love. What about a mother's? I would endure the hottest fires of hell if I could bring my son's wife back, but I cannot. And if I could bring back
No,
Hyacinth...
you will not. You muses talk and sing, and yet you do nothing. You promise
We do
that the words
not
you grant us will move
promise.
hearts, and yet I gave my words to the man I love, and in his eyes I saw nothing.
Then you are fine, Thammus.
Not yet, but blinding someone is one of my favorite endings.
That's 3. Are the rest coming?
Some of them will still want to offer you mercy.
They're wasting their time.
That's what I told them. You know, I can spot a terminal case of hubris from 100 miles away.
And even if she couldn't, she could hear you. You should bring yourself out as a funeral singer, Thammus. You would make a fortune.
This is not a joke. The man I love is dead.
Yes. And no one will mourn him like Thammus.
You need not pay for drums and weeping women, ladies and gentlemen. Throw a coin at Thamras, and he is all the lamentation you need.
Gratitude, a challenge to all of you.
Oh, yes, love poet. And believe me, we're all trembling in our togas. Well, let me ask you something. I know you're living a tragedy right now, but have you ever written one? Oh, what about an epic? Can you dance like my sister? She's going to break your legs.
I don't need to defeat all of you. Just one will do.
Oh. And what do you get?
Mastery over anyone I defeat. Let her be my wife, my slave.
And what do we get?
Name your price.
Ooh, I do like blindness.
Can we take you away from this now? No one ever does that.
Stop that. Joking.
Look, you've got to be able to laugh, or I'm going to be able to take you down in about 3 seconds. Try it. What did the Salian midwife say to the Trojan bartender? Come on, Thamras. Everyone knows this one. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It involves a horse.
Talia, enough.
Polyhymnia. Euterpe, Urania, it's good to see you again. And you two?
I'm the one who's gonna break your legs.
Please, dance then. I forget the name. And you?
You really don't know, do you? I wondered. I am Cleo, Muse of History. I do not want to fight you, Thamras.
Your business is with me. With the three of us, we're the
With
ones
four
who
of
came
you. And this challenge isn't about our song anymore.
Our song meant nothing to you.
It meant nothing to him.
You don't know that.
He died in Apollo's arms, not mine. And you knew. All of you knew Apollo had taken him as a lover, and you never told me. You could have stopped me.
I doubt we could have.
Oh, you never meant for me to succeed.
That is not true.
He is your master. You are his dogs. You serve him.
We all serve the gods, Thamras.
And in return, our prayers go unanswered. How many people have begged for their loved ones not to die? What do you tell them, Polyhymnia, when the prayers you inspire fail?
You know what happens when mortals challenge the gods, Thamras.
Yes. They get turned into spiders, or magpie, or bear, or deer. But when a god loves you, you get turned into a cow, or a tree, or sometimes they just kill you and turn you into a flower afterwards. How's that for a joke, Thalia?
Probably one of those funny in a century or two jokes.
That's a beautiful flower, Thamras. People will see it blooming until the end of the world, and they will remember his name and they will tell his story.
They will tell Apollo's story. Hyacinth was more than that.
I know. But do you want this to be his story? That loving him destroyed you? That won't help you remember him or honor him.
I already honored him, and then I watched him walk away. You promised me that this song would win his
What
love,
promise?
and all the time, you and your master were laughing behind my back.
How can you say that? What promise?
My promise. Thamras, do not do
I
this.
should make the love between you last forever. This I promise.
Arata, you said that?
Those were not my words. What were your words?
You cannot do this, Arata. We do not promise.
Lawyer, you all promise. You promise us something when you give us inspiration and time, and again you fail. And if what you give cannot change a human heart, then what good is it at all?
I never gave you anything, Thamras. We made it together.
I would have been better off silent than speaking your words.
Great love poems always make love grow, Thamras. From the seed to the spark, to the beat, to the breath, to the words, and back again. To new seeds in the hearts of others. No one could hear what we wrote and not know love.
It didn't work. He didn't love me.
All it needed was time.
How much time, Urata? 2 years, 10, 100. I am mortal. Hyacinth was mortal, and now Hyacinth is dead because the words you gave me did nothing. And soon Apollo will forget him, like all the rest of you inbred, bastard gods. And the only one who will remember Hyacinth is me!
Enough!
We will give you one last chance, boy. And then we will accept your challenge.
The gods will judge the competition.
That isn't fair. That isn't
Fair? You think a battle between a human and the gods is fair? Oh, Thamras! The times we could have got together! You
the muses.
We hear your words.
I challenge the ones who use our voices to tell their stories. I challenge the ones who rejoice in tales of bloodshed, who laugh cruelly, and record lies. I challenge the ones who make us send our prayers to an unfeeling heaven. I take our guidance among thinking stars. Could have just seen her and remembered.
Damaris! What is he doing here? Where am I?
You're at the Theater of Dionysus in beautiful downtown Athens.
How did I get here?
Well, there's an aspect of you in the tragedy, so I figured that would be enough to bring you here.
Whoa, hold on, that was a trick
Not
to bring...
entirely, and besides, you loved it.
He is in hell. He is supposed to be in hell. Why isn't he in hell?
They decided they weren't done torturing me.
This again, I like him better with the amnesia.
Who brought him out for one night?
It was Thalia's idea.
Not just hers, mine.
I don't care whose idea it was.
Damaris!
We're letting him go.
Well, that is not the arrangement.
We are meeting here to decide whether or not to let him go. Thalia told us that she had spoken to you about this and that you had agreed to meet with us.
Rania, what's that one? What's that one?
Oh, that's the Neb, of course, also known as Alpha Cygni. It's a blue-white giant whose luminosity is 60,000 times that of the sun, although
The sun is keep coming.
We haven't seen him in centuries, or any of the others.
Oh, I inspired a Star Trek episode about that.
Oh, what?
A Star Trek episode.
Yeah, you really don't want to know. Look, I'm sorry that I tricked you, but there was no other way to bring you all here.
You could have asked.
I did.
When?
September 1945, and 1849 before that, in 1793, and 1504, and all the way back to whenever the hell that Alexander kid went to Persia.
334 BCE.
Exactly.
Thalia, we've seen each other countless times this past century alone.
She means all of us, all 9. Do you know it's been more than 2 millennia since we've all been together?
She's right, this is the first time.
Oh. One of us always cancels. Or we can't find them.
This is us, sisters. This is all of us.
Look, not that I'm not happy to see all of you, but Arato makes a point. We don't need him to bring us together.
There's more to it than that. Thalia, this was your idea. I think Arato could give us a minute to hear it. Okay, good. Damaris, I'd pay attention if I were you.
I want nothing from you.
Okay.
But I will listen. It is nice to get some air.
Okay. Someone cue me.
What?
If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. Let's go. Invoke me.
Thalia, this doesn't have to be a production. You can just
come
tell
on,
us what
Polly,
it is that you want to say.
please. I planned everything, please.
Sing Muse.
Of the latest and most brilliant idea in 4,000 years of uninterrupted greatness. Rania, hit
In the polytheistic justice system, humans are represented by 2 separate but equally important groups. The gods who determine the fates of men, and Thalia, who is totally friggin' awesome. These are their stories.
May it please the court, I would like to reopen the
that
case
kind of
against
trial,
Damaris.
Thalia.
No, Your Honor, it wasn't any kind of trial. It was a mistrial. It was a miscarriage of justice.
Objection! Objection! Damn it, it's too late, isn't it?
No, Your Honor, it's not too late. It's not too late for you or for any of us. It's not too late for my client. But more important than that, ladies and gentle muses of the jury, it is not too late for Pablo.
Here we go.
Who is Pablo? Pablo is 9. He'll turn 10 this October. There is only one thing Pablo wants in this world. A kiss from little Susie. Pablo knows that the way to get that kiss is to make her laugh. That laughter is the key to a tender romantic moment under the twisty slide.
Are these real people?
Their names have been changed. And why? Because they are innocent ladies and gentle muses of the jury. Pablo may smell like stale hot Cheetos. And the only thing funny about him may be his hair, but he deserves a chance at love. And what is preventing that? Well, it's not a question of what. It is a question of who. Someone is the cause of Pablo's suffering. And that someone is this man!
Isn't it supposed to get me out of hell?
Yes, and it will. Somehow. Okay, Pablo is suffering because he will not listen to me. Why? He will not listen to me because he cannot hear me. Why? He cannot hear me because of the agreement we made. And that agreement was total bullshit. Boom, Your Honor, the defense rests.
I have no idea what you just said.
Done resting. Your Honor, may I ask the court reporter read the agreement the Muse has made in the time before time? Court reporter? That would be you, Cleo?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we agreed that we would never reveal ourselves to humans. We could speak inside their head or appear to them in disguise, but we would never reveal the truth of who we were. We sang an agreement to make it binding.
And that song will hold us until the end of time.
But what if it didn't have to? Ladies, if you will allow me, I would like to get serious with you for a moment. In the centuries since our agreement, we have lost our connection to humans. They don't even remember what we look like. Have you seen Hercules, the Disney version? I was in it. And you, Andrew, and I was the chubby one. The chubby one. And my lines were terrible. Hercules! Honey, you mean Hercules? What the fuck is that? I would never That's a lie. Okay, but I would never resort to using racial stereotypes and cheap bad jokes. Listen, that is not the point, okay? The point is, I will not be remembered by an entire generation as a chubby one. Do you know how many people watch that shit on YouTube?
And I don't 5 million views. And not punting. You should see that clip. They drew you looking so gorgeous. I have it on my iPhone. If you guys want to
No, you put that iPhone away. We are losing track of things, dear people. We are being forgotten. And you may not want to admit it, but the more they forget, the harder it is for them to hear us.
She's right. They don't hear half of what I say anymore.
Preach it!
You know, I spent an hour yesterday trying to convince a guy to end his song on D flat. The asshole still ended it on B.
Oh, sing it, sister. I call you chirping Muse of music to the stand.
Excuse me?
Objection. She's part of the jury. She can't be a witness.
Who says?
Thalia, have you ever actually seen a courtroom drama, not just the parodies?
They do dramas in courtrooms?
All right, enough. Interpret, do you want to talk?
I guess so.
Then I'll allow it.
But watch yourself come.
Shit, gotta stop doing that. Not part of the plan.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Ares,
Yes,
Demeter,
Interpret.
Athena,
Yes.
Hephaestus? Where were you on the night of August 3rd, 1974?
I have no idea.
Weren't you manifesting at a bar called the Blue Moon in San Francisco?
You were
Answer the question. Your Honor, permission to tickle the witness until she tells me everything.
Hey, I was there to sing!
To sing?
For the people?
As yourself?
Did it work?
Hey, I'm answering the questions here.
Euterpe, we agreed.
I know, but it had been so long since I'd been in front of a crowd and I wanted to sing so badly and be heard by someone.
Hey! Hey, that hear you, baby cakes? You gonna rap?
I hope so.
So is it like true that you like New Janis Joplin, man?
I was the one who convinced her she needed to date Chris Christopherson, but she would never admit it.
Shit. She can't now. Man, all the good ones fucking died, man. Fucking Janet, fucking Hendrix. Fucking Mama Cash just died last week. Fucking ham sandwich and shit.
It was a heart attack, actually. Poor Cass.
Shit, you knew Mama Cash too?
Yup.
So is it like true that like something like fell on her head and when she like came to, she could like sing better? Shit.
I spent all day loosening that pipe.
What? Nah, you share with me, man.
Ask me again after my song.
Oh, right. You got music for the band?
Oh, mics.
Are you sure? This place gets pretty loud.
So do I.
Cut! Rock and roll! All right, ladies, gents. As always, I'm your host. Hey, stop smoking that shit in my bar, man. Without me, man. No, seriously, come on, let me.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, you kiss your mother with that mouth? 'Cause I do. Okay, enough about my social life. You guys are in for a treat, because this little lady is here to make her debut. So let's give it up for uterus! Fuck it, uterus! Hey, Chris, let me get some of don't go about that shit.
Hey there. I said hey there.
Hey, uterus!
You spoke our name. We heeded the call. We played your game and we gave you it all. And maybe it failed and maybe it didn't work out. But thank you, baby, for finally giving me something to sing about. This is here, and you know it's coming. From now on, sister, you wouldn't give up, you wouldn't give in. It's all we have to do. That's just claiming and blaming this woman's got to do. It's time for a change. Time to alter the scene. Time to rearrange, to vary this tired routine. It used to be nice, no worries, no reason to sweat. But now we'll think twice, knowing this is the last we get. Our pity is gone up from this moment on, we will never manifest. Nobody's grateful, just angry and hateful, and we do best. You once talked back, but now no one's talking at all. I went by the phone, but nobody bothers to call. Now I can't breathe alone. You can't hear me shout. Ain't even we played good game. We knew we couldn't lose. But now that we're done, see the prize that we won is a bad case. Here's a bad case. Here's a bad case. I got a bad case.
So, are you like gonna sing anything or what, man?
No, man, I was just fucking with you.
So they couldn't hear you because of me, because of this agreement.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, that's it. I've got some questions for you, asshole.
But it's my trial. You
Shut up, Thalia. Damaris, you hated Arado more than any of us. You blamed her.
Yes.
Why not me?
What do you mean, why not you?
I wrote the song with you. You didn't hate me like you hated her. Why?
I issued a challenge to all of you.
Yes, but on the day of the challenge, you looked at her with hatred. You looked at me with indifference. Why?
I never thought about it.
Fuck you.
You want me to hate you?
I want you to explain.
I don't know. The words failed. Words can fail in ways that the melody can't. You can't hate a melody.
I've hated hundreds of melodies.
Fine, but a melody can't be denied. A melody can't be untrue.
Oh, so the words were a lie.
No, why do you even care?
Were you listening to that song? I know that the drunks and druggies couldn't hear me, but could you?
Yes, you're angry at me because you hurt me.
You asked us to.
You begged us to. I'm angry because what we made meant something to me. It meant something to us, and I thought it meant something to you, but you could never see how beautiful it was. I never wanted to talk to humans again after that day, Damaris, but after I have spent centuries unheard, you still won't listen. And looking at you now, I know that that's not on me. We may have taken your sight and your talent, but the ability to listen, you lost that all on your own. And if you still can't hear me, then someone else fucking well should. Let him go.
Thank you, no further questions.
Cross-examine.
She doesn't get to
She
do
does,
that.
actually.
Fine. Proceed, constipation face.
Just one question. You said somebody should hear you. Why is that a reason to let him go?
Amelia's agreement is only valid. I got this. Let me do it. I got this.
Okay, do you remember how we made the agreement, the last line of the incantation?
As long as our foe in Hades dwells, we nine shall never show ourselves.
Yes. Now, let's deconstruct that, okay? Long as our foe in Hades dwells. Work with me, ladies.
If we release him,
We can appear to humans again.
Yes. They'd be able to hear us for real.
They would have proof of our existence. They wouldn't doubt their prayers anymore.
Hallelujah.
I could show them what's true and false in all those histories.
The truth shall set you free.
I can finally tell them that the nearest extraterrestrial
Yes.
civilization is located
Yes.
on this planet.
Yes. No more doubt. No more uncertainty. No more wasting my immortal life away while some unemployed English major blogs about reality television in tiny apartments full of moldy pizza boxes and crusty underwear. We set Damaris free, and I get to tell them to their face what the hell is funny or not, and then get out of there so I can have a life. I don't have to see another great joke thrown in the garbage because some asshole decides being funny isn't enough, and that he needs to become a novelist. That's right, Steve Martin! I'm not going wherever you are! Where I'm staying! You are my greatest disappointment.
Dolly, are you crying?
No, the muse of comedy is not crying. Unless we'll convince you to release my client, in which case I will happily start crying for you.
Objection, faking it.
How do you always know?
It's kind of my thing, sis. Look, this case is about the laws of gods and men, and not about our own personal gain. I'm not gonna let him out just so we can talk to humans again.
Don't you miss it?
When humans could hear me, I would inspire them to heal through words, to create through their pain. Now, so many of them don't even know the beauty and the power of language. And the ones that are still creating, they've become so self-indulgent that they don't even know why it is they began creating in the first place. They can't hear me beyond their own egos, beyond all the quick fixes and the easy distractions. I whisper them a cure, and they pop a pill and pretend that everything's gonna be okay. Or they pop a bottle of pills and become a tragedy, robbed of any meaning, devoid of any beauty. But if they could hear me, I don't know, maybe they would continue to create through their pain. Of course I miss it.
Then why not let him out?
Because I still know hubris when I see it. I'd like to call Thamris of Thrace to the stand.
Oh, did you have to say he was from Thrace? Is this a case
Talia,
of... Your Honor?
Don't make a Thrace's joke, really.
So, Thamris, how are you feeling?
Confused.
Oh.
Not as cold anymore. Still angry.
Oh, all that time in Tartarus and we still haven't moved on.
That's kind of the point of Tartarus.
What are they doing to you down there? I've always admired how creative they can get.
There's fire.
Oh.
Chains. I'm in a small space like a cave. Every touch is pain.
Ugh. Is that all?
After the trial, after you cast me blind into the world, I begged from city to city. I couldn't sing. I couldn't work. I starved. But that wasn't the worst part. There were days when I would wake up from a dream of Hyacinth, that we were together up in the mountains where we first spent the night together. He said his aunt took him there to teach him the names of all the stars. He taught them to me. That one is Merope. That one is Celaeno, and that one is Alcyone.
The seven sisters. You were looking at the Pleiades.
Yes. He knew so much. And just when I thought that I could listen to him forever, he kissed me. And we were having sex under those stars. And for once, everything seemed right. And then I woke up. I found out that they were saving that moment for me in Tartarus. Down there, I exist in that moment when I woke up and remembered that he was dead.
Damaris, I am so sorry.
Thank you.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Not on Zephyr or Apollo. Just let him out.
Yes, please. Amen, as they say. I've never regretted a choice more.
No, it was justice.
Yes. But since those days, I've learned about mercy. I like it better.
There must be consequences, Polly. You heard him. He's had millennia of consequences.
Yes, he has. But has he learned anything? The first time, the ground shakes beneath his feet. He falls to his knees.
Who's to say that's not going to happen again? Huh?
Let's say we do let you out, Damaris. What will you do then?
Tell our story. Hyacinth's story.
Oh, Hyacinth's story? Oh, how much of Hyacinth's story do you actually know? How much of him are you willing to cut off to fit into your own story?
I never hurt him. Apollo is the one that killed him.
No, Zephyr killed him. And believe me, I hope that wherever Zephyr is, it makes your hell look like a paradise. And Apollo too, for that matter. But will you put that in your story?
That the Muses wanted justice for Hyacinth's death as much as you did?
No one wanted it more than me. No one loved Hyacinth.
Nobody loved him as much as you did. Oh. You really should have been a funeral singer, Damaris. Prosecution rests.
Damaris, what else would you do?
What?
Before you let you out, you're not just going to tell the story and fall off a cliff, right?
I don't know. From what I've seen of this world, it doesn't make much sense.
Well, you saw a bar in San Francisco. A couple of things had to make sense.
There
Yes.
were men in the corner.
Uh-huh.
They were kissing. I saw them.
Is that it?
They weren't doing that thing where the dude puts his face in the...
PG-13, Thalia.
And they were kissing. They were in love.
Well, Damaris.
Love? This is a strong word. See, when two men really love each other, or are kind of bored, or are kind of horny, they like to...
They were. I could tell. All of the above. You might have been the first, Damaris, but you're not the only one. You don't even have to walk a mile from here to find a bar with men loving men and women loving women. And people who have left words like that far behind.
And do you inspire them?
Yes, I do.
And when you fail them?
Objection! I would like that stricken from the record.
Too late.
Then I declare a mistrial. The defense is clearly incompetent.
No. You've made some pretty good points.
I did?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Could you repeat it so I can
Mel
record it and
Promenade
keep it
has also
forever?
made many good points.
Shit!
But I want to hear about that promise.
Calliope, I did not promise.
Yes, you did.
I did not say I wanted to hear you argue about it. We're gods, ladies. Let's see it for ourselves. Melpomene.
Oh, their meeting wasn't part of the tragedy.
It was the beginning of the story.
Yeah, but tragedies didn't start at the beginning back then.
Cleo?
There's no record of it. It's not history.
Not a tragedy, not a history. certainly wasn't an epic.
It was a dance. When inspiration begins, it's always a dance.
Well then, court's adjourned. Let's dance.
Where did you two meet?
Mount Helicon, the spring of Hippocrene.
Our sacred place. I remember the way my feet sounded on the rocks.
Taste of the water so pure and fresh.
Shining in the trees.
The sun on my skin
Fireflies
as
on
a
height
warm
of
summer
summer.
night.
Irises and lavender.
At night,
springtime
you
was
could see
purple.
every star in the sky.
Who was there first?
Why does that matter?
This is a partner dance, sister, and I want to know who leads.
I was there first. I called to her and she appeared to me.
That doesn't feel.
I was there. I was waiting for you. I could feel you coming from halfway across the Aegean Sea.
That's the thing with dance, sister. It's the whole truth or nothing at all. Now, tell me about waiting for him that day.
I'd heard about his skills from Polyhymnia and Euterpe. They knew him from before when he mostly wrote songs in praise to the gods. And there he was, striding towards our mountain.
But he couldn't see you.
No, just because he wanted me didn't mean he could have me. I wanted to see who he was first.
That's a good start. Now, Vamaris.
Are you going to break my legs this time?
Are you going to be a jackass? Now, tell me about coming to the slopes of our sacred mountain.
It was hot. Summer like now. I kept checking my directions, making sure that I was on the right path to the spring.
And when you came to the source,
I went up to the spring, and I scooped some water into my hands. It was so sweet that I knew that this was the home of the gods. So I began to speak. I am here for you, Erato, muse of love poetry. Like you, I have the power to inspire, but now my inspiration overwhelms and silences me. My voice cracks with every breath, powerless to capture these strange new feelings. I offer my body, my soul, and all of my gifts.
What books have you been reading?
Oh, you are...
The one you've been waiting for. And who are you, long-winded one?
Thamaris.
Ah, yes. Amorous Thamaris.
Only recently so.
My sisters have told me a lot about you.
Well, I have sought their gifts before, but I have never thought to seek inspiration from you.
It was inevitable. All the great ones called to me eventually. So, who is the apple that has so recently taken up residence in your eye?
The one who causes me to lose all control of my body.
I wish Thalia were here right now.
Not in that way. Drinking someone in. Food, water, wine, all you need.
Oh, so now you're drunk too.
Drunk on him.
Him? Is this a joke?
I wouldn't joke about something like this.
A man. A man.
The most incredible man I have ever met.
Tell me the name of the man who sparked such a fire.
Hyacinth.
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 Hyacinth, the most beautiful man in the world.
He is more than that.
More than a man. Is he a centaur? Because I should warn you, they're
No,
like
more
13.
than beautiful. I've known beautiful men before. Beauty's cheap. Wisdom, wildness, they are precious. He knows the best places to find wild berries, the sweetest I've ever tasted. He knows the stars in the sky like they're his family. He wants to find the source of the Nile and sail past Iberia to the edges of the earth. And he is the most honest man I have ever met. He looks into the very core of me, places I won't even look myself, and he sees things that I always hoped were there, but was never certain.
He does have that effect on people.
You know him?
Let's just say this isn't the first I've heard of him.
There are others,
Oh yes, they've sought me out.
and I am terrified that every time he leaves my side, he won't come back.
You've been together.
We're lovers. I guess that's the word for it.
Now this is interesting.
Interesting enough to help me?
What do you want from him?
I want him to stay with me. I want him to be mine as I am his.
And what do you want from me?
A song. A song that will be undeniable. A prayer for love. I know how to sing a prayer.
That's what you bring. What did he bring you?
stars.
Prayer and the stars. Those are my sister's territories. But no matter. A song like this will take more than one muse. The first love song of its kind. One that will touch the hearts of all who hear it.
Now, a song for him.
A love song is a love song, Baroness. Just because it's directed at one person doesn't mean it stays with them. You have to create this for everyone. With my help. It's your duty as a poet.
I'm not afraid.
Amorous. You should always be a little bit afraid. Love is nothing without some danger.
Then let it come.
Ha! That's the spirit.
So how do we begin?
We begin by listening. Listen to the water. Listen to the trees. Close your eyes. See. Feel the space between. Breathe him in. That's where a love song begins. Line by line, body to body, heart to heart, hand to hand. When you need someone, tell them you love them. If it's a woman or a man, in your chest a heart lies there beating, and in his, I'm sure it's the same. If you're human, you share the same feelings. Let them guide you and show you the way. And I know it's not easy to do what I say when it's your love that you're writing for. Just let go. Just let go. Let the beat and the breath take your soul. Give it wings, learn to fly. Let this spark turn your words into fire. Just let go. In his eyes, the light of the heavens. In his touch, the sweet sacred flame. With your words, dance the rhythm inside you. Feel your breath, let your senses engage. Take my hand and imagine he's with you. Talk to me, tell me all your desires. And together we'll climb up this mountain. Reach the stars, bring them all of their fire. Can you see that it's easy when you know the way? Let me show you what your gift is for. Just let go. Just let go. Let the beat and the breath take your soul. Light this fire, feel the flame. Take him there and make him feel the same. Just let go, just let go. Tell him all that you want him to know. That you see what's inside, and your love for him can't be denied. Just let go.
This is what I wanted.
Just let go.
I know what I need to write.
Just let go.
I want to make this feeling last forever.
I can make this feeling last forever.
There! Did you hear that? A promise.
That the feeling would last forever.
It didn't.
Because you threw the song away. You sang it once and then denied it.
You weren't there. You didn't see his face when he said, I didn't ask to be in your poem. That isn't who I am. That song drove him away from me.
That song was a record of your love. Anyone who heard it would have known how you felt, and that feeling would have lasted long after both of you were gone.
I never cared about that. I wanted him to stay with me.
That wasn't what I offered.
You let me believe it.
I made a mistake.
So did I.
It was a beautiful song. It's no less beautiful if the one who inspired it didn't love it too. If you would only remember and sing the song again.
Fine. I will sing it. Yes. After you take my place in heaven, I will sit outside the hole they shove you in and sing it to you.
Calliope. This agreement, if we all sang it, then we all have to sing to release him, right?
Yes.
But Calliope.
Talia, we all have to sing to release him. Nothing any of us do can change that.
Then let him stay right where he is. If he would sentence someone else to his hell, then he obviously doesn't know it well enough yet. And he knows jack shit about love. So let him remain there until there are no humans left to love or sing or move. Until the stars gaze down and nothing but dust!
He brought her away,
Let her
please.
go. I will not beg her forgiveness.
You're really starting to piss me off.
Make your decision about me whenever you want. Until then, I want nothing from you.
Hammers. Oh, I cannot believe this. He has to come back. She has to come back.
Talia, not everything can have a happy ending. Look, at least you brought all of us together, huh? I miss fighting with you like this. We don't need him to fight over or to bring us together.
I'm running out of ideas.
Then he just wasn't meant to be released.
No, I'm not talking about that idiot with a permanent death wish. I mean, I'm running out of ideas. Inspiration isn't coming as easy as it was.
How bad is it for you?
There's still thousands of ideas, but there used to be millions.
Me too. Fewer ideas every year.
Me too. It's all of us, isn't it?
That's why I did this. I don't think it's just that they can't hear us anymore. I'm starting to think we can't hear them. It's like the less we inspire, the less we just are. It takes two of us. We need vessels.
No, we are gods. They are just humans.
We're connected to them. And we're losing that connection more and more every year. I don't know where the other gods have gone, but I doubt it's somewhere nice. I want to stay here, Melly.
Are you sure that this loss is caused by humans not being able to hear us?
No, call it a feeling,
I am
okay?
not going to release that arrogant little prick on a feeling.
We have to do something.
Okay, fine. So say we release him. Are you sure that the agreement's going to be reversed? Are you sure we're going to be able to talk to humans again?
No.
Then let him stay in hell. Thalia, I loved Hyacinth as much as you did. But I'm not going to let him out so he can tell lies about our family.
Neither will I.
Shouldn't you be asking Hyacinth's mother what she thinks?
We agreed to let him out for one night. The night's not over. Hyacinth was my son, but I'm not going to tell you what to think. Just please wait until dawn to decide. Just give me that, sisters.
I can wait.
I can too, Cleo. But you know me. I'm not big on hope.
Cleo, I'm sorry I did all this. I just couldn't do it alone anymore. I needed to talk to them again.
I want that too, Thalia. I'm willing to go through one rough night for that chance.
But Melly's right. I mean, there's no guarantee this will work.
We never should have made that stupid agreement. We should have listened to you, Polly.
Yeah, you really should have. I should have listened to myself. But we were all just so scared, weren't we? Scared of being hurt by humans again. Even when we hurt them all the time. We say the gods forgive nothing. What happens when it's a god that has divinely screwed up?
You know, before our agreement, I never needed to convince anyone to worship a god. They had proof. I was proof. I can't give them that anymore. And it's hard, it's so hard. But I admire the ones that can listen. However few there are. They've learned to not need proof.
I have never understood that.
You know what? Neither do I. I have buried 2 of our children, Orpheus and Hyacinth, well before their time, because of the gods and fate. And I've been there with so many humans as they've done the same. And when I have nothing left to offer them, they still keep going. The things I've seen when humans pray. I don't want to talk about it.
You're not the muse of talking, Polly.
I've heard the people call to gods to free them from their hell. But the gods are all my family, and I know them all too well. I've seen them in their anger and their petty jealousy. Some things even the muses cannot see. So I send a message in a melody through the air, and the constellations send it back, 'cause stars will never care. And in between the echoes I listen for a sign, and a whisper comes back, we will always shine, we'll shine. We can't reach you, but we're still gonna shine. And still they prayed for centuries to end their grief and pain. But plague and war return once more, and blood falls down like rain. And for every broken heart, 1,000 people die too soon. And I'm left here staring at the moon. So I scream aloud in anger, and my scream becomes a song, and it breaks like waves against the rocks, Ehiatita akrutusun sintoma Adelaga pasintoma tagapo Almost estado La tena proces come Qui epistemua posteriniezate Afistetin cardia mue pifiki Ola afta pu epifeni Na esse c'est moi cosmo
You still got it.
Poets don't write that way anymore. I miss it.
I'm surprised you're still here.
I didn't feel like leaving yet.
And besides, if you left, he couldn't find you.
What?
Damaris, you're staying so that he can find you.
Calliope, not now, really.
I'm just quoting you.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember when Chiron broke up with me?
Wow. How old were we?
Young. We hadn't even chosen our arts yet. Do you remember what you said? You kept bugging me about going to the spring with you, kept saying it would cheer me up, and I just wanted to stay home. And then you said,
You just want to stay here so Chiron will know where you are.
you were right.
Well, you're wrong. About now. I'm not in love with Damaris.
No, you're just strumming a lyre a few hundred feet from where you last saw him because it's good for your health.
I'm not in love with him. Not like a lover. We made something together.
Bullshit. I made many epics with many humans, and I didn't love all of them.
Yeah, but you loved some of them.
If they had something special, not just talent. So what was it?
You heard it yourself. I wasn't lying when I said that plenty of other people had called on me for Hyacinth, and all they could talk about was how handsome he was, except for Damaris. Hyacinth wasn't just an adornment for Damaris. He was inspiration. Better that than fucking Apollo.
Fucking Apollo wasn't all that bad.
Unnecessary, Calliope.
Speaking of, did you ever ask Hyacinth what he wanted?
He never called on me.
Not what I asked.
No.
I'm sorry, Arato. I'm sorry that I said that you were in love with Damaris. I forgot. You've never been in love.
Excuse
No
me?
one who has ever been in love would let someone else write a poem to that person that didn't love them back. The only person who does that is someone who stands outside of love and watches while the other person goes to hell for it.
Of course. This is about Orpheus. This whole thing has been about...
You showed him the road to the land of the dead that only the gods are supposed to know about. Oh, did you think I didn't know?
He said he'd kill himself if I didn't.
He told me the same thing, Arato, and he didn't kill himself.
No, he came to me.
Because he knew you'd do whatever he wanted.
He was desperate.
You saw him through your eyes.
Yes! Yes! I saw him through my eyes. I saw his agony. Why do you always assume I'm wrong?
Because you get all your ideas about love from poets. Humans call to you when they are in the depths of love. So you think that's all that humans are. Things that love. When they're okay with being alone, they don't need you. The truth is, when your heart gets broken, you get over it. Orpheus would have just gotten over it if we hadn't sent him to hell.
How do you
and
know?
Damaris would have just gotten over it if we hadn't been so angry and prideful.
No, he wouldn't have. He would have found some way to get to hell. They both would have.
You didn't have to send my son to the underworld.
I knew that he could convince Hades. I knew that he could sing beautifully enough to free Eurydice. Why didn't you know that?
I did, Arato. No one knew more than I what my son could do! My son! My son! My son! When I think of my son, I can remember his song. So strong, so powerful, that even the rocks and the winds sway and obey his song. Come with me, Arato. I need you to see this for yourself. I need you to know what I know.
Where?
You know where. Shed divine blood and sing of your greatest pain, and the gods' road to Hades shall open before you.
We can't
We
go.
can! I have. Now you get to prove to me that love can go to hell and back. My son, my son, my son, I carry the sun in the sound of my song, a mother's song, so powerful that even the ground at my feet opens to the key of my song. As she is singing, the ground shakes beneath her, and there at her feet the ground breaks like a heart, and the path to the land of the dead is revealed, going down, down.
Under the subway and city foundations, and under the oceans and caverns primordial, follow the goddess as she and her song travel down, down. Beneath all of the things that we bury, the bodies and cities and stories and treasures and secrets that sink with the weight of their pain falling down.
The sun. And falls to the sun and the hope of the morning without any light but the sound of her voice falling down, down.
This is the road that you know in your nightmares, a long narrow hallway, the half-broken staircase, the highway that never will end, but will just lead you down. You and know what it is to feel time as it's dragging you down, down. This is where you are, a half-written story, the last page torn out and the ending unknowable. No time to bow before you see the curtain come down, 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 down. This is it? This is the realm of Hades?
Yes,
There are so few. There should be billions by now.
they've stopped coming. But some of them have left. The realm of Hades is emptying out, Arato.
The dead are leaving Hades. How is that possible?
Across the waters of the Lethe, as they always have.
I thought they drank from the Lethe when they arrived.
So did I. Until I came down here myself to try to free Eurydice before Orpheus tried. And then I found out the truth. Didn't I, Uncle?
Yes, my niece.
Lord Hades.
Oh, please, my child. The time is long past for the old formalities. It is good to see family.
That it is. Will you tell my sister what you told me?
The doors of my realm are open, child. Anyone may leave, but to leave they must cross the Lethe. And that river takes their memories from them, all traces of their old life. I tried to tell this to your son,
My
Calliope.
son was stubborn, Uncle.
He had the blood of the gods. Nothing is more stubborn than we are. Perhaps that is why we were abandoned. How is the poet?
He may have the blood of the gods himself.
We got around back then, so it's possible. Your father
It's gone
really
now, Uncle.
Do you know where they went?
I do not know. I envy them. I have a duty to watch over the dead until they all choose to leave. Then I can move on. Perhaps I will cross the levee. I will be happy to leave my memories here if I can. Until then, it is good to have company.
We still have business in the world tonight, Uncle. But I wanted Arato to hear the truth from you.
Will you visit me again?
This is still a place of bad memories for me, Uncle. Won't you come see us in the world?
I told you, child, I have my responsibility.
I'll come visit you, Uncle. Soon.
Thank you, my niece. It will be good to hear a love song again.
Hades,
Yes, my dear.
is Eurydice still here?
No, child. She moved on a long time ago.
I'm glad she let go. Thank you.
You never told me any of this.
I didn't know you had spoken to Orpheus until after he left.
But since then,
No, I didn't. You heard him. We're all stubborn. Maybe Orpheus would have found a way into hell. He told you things he never told me. He never told me, and I never told you. You never asked Hyacinth, and we never told Thamyris about Cleo, and so on and so on. You know, for goddesses of expression, it's amazing the things we keep to ourselves. But I'm telling you now, sometimes a love song just isn't enough, even if it should be. And I forgive you for that. So would Orpheus. And so can Thamyris.
I don't want him to forget me.
Do you remember what you said? After finally convincing me to come to the spring and to forget about Chiron?
Nothing. We just watched the fireflies and talked.
Yes. And we looked out at the stars, and the spring, and the bugs. And you said, I feel like I'm in love with the world. And I said, how can you love the whole world? You have to just love one person. Do you know what you said?
I don't care. I love and I love and I love.
It's been so long since I've seen that smile. Renato. I haven't seen that smile since the trial.
I've smiled like that. Just not when I think about him. Which is whenever we get together. But
Miss that smile, Arato. Let him go.
are we gonna tell him about Hyacinth?
Not if he isn't ready to listen.
How long do we have until the sun comes up?
He has a chance. Arania keeps saying that we live in a universe of infinite possibilities.
Yeah. Woodania also says the greatest artistic achievement of the 20th century is something called Babylon 5.
Have you seen Babylon 5? Then you don't know.
Hello.
How long was I gone?
Well, if the transit of Lyra is any indication, you were gone approximately 2 hours.
How long was I dead?
Ah, that is far more difficult. You see, time did not behave the same way.
Nothing makes
back
any
then.
sense out there. They couldn't see me. I couldn't touch them.
You're still not quite alive yet. I believe ghost would be a good approximate term.
What happened to all the stars? Did they die too?
Some of them. Oh, but we won't notice for millennia in many cases. I think you're referring to light pollution, though. Man-made light makes the stars difficult to see. I had been hoping to make some observations of Kepler 9, but between the city lights and solar flare
What are you
activity,
talking about?
exoplanets planetary bodies. Oh, they've already found subjovian gas giants and one super Earth, but
Never mind.
I'm sorry. You seemed interested in stars before.
Well, that was because of Hyacinth.
And now that he's gone, you don't care.
Why should I?
The stars didn't take him from you.
No, Apollo took him from me.
You couldn't speak to the people out there, could you?
No.
Frustrating, isn't it? If you could speak to them and you asked them what the sun is, they would all say that it is a giant ball of nuclear fire, many times larger than our planet. And if you asked about Apollo, they would laugh. That's my doing, Thamaris. It took me centuries, but no one will ever think that the sun is a god. Again, I made sure of that, because he didn't protect Hyacinth. And he did a lot of other awful, selfish things, but he did not take Hyacinth away from you. You said it yourself. Hyacinth left of his own accord.
What do you know about it?
Did Hyacinth talk about his family?
Not much. He said that he didn't like telling people about his parents. I found out later that his father was a king.
And his mother?
Was a queen, I suppose. What is this about?
Oh, you only seem to like questions when you're the one asking them.
No. Fine. Ask me anything.
When you called on us to help you write that song, did you think Hyacinth returned your feelings?
I knew he liked being with me. I was teaching him how to play the citharon. He liked that. We laughed whenever he would mess up, and he would laugh at me whenever I would fall down that damn mountain that he loved so much. He could laugh at me all day. I never cared.
That's more about you.
He said that he liked that I could say whatever I want and make it sound good. That I was never afraid to sing. He said that his voice was never good enough, but he had a great voice. He said that I was brave.
Well, that's admiration. And maybe desire.
Doesn't that add up to love?
I don't know. You'd have to ask my sister.
You've never been in love?
I don't really understand love. At least not the way most of you talk about it.
Oh, humans.
Oh, gods too. I don't understand why anyone would want to attach themselves to anyone else.
It's part of our nature to attach to one another.
That's gravity, not love. Gravity is a natural law. Love is something you created. You can choose to move on.
Then I gravity Hyacinth. Why is this so funny to all of you?
Oh, no. I like that. You gravity him. You gravity each other. But gravity isn't perfect either, Thamaris. You can escape gravity, it just takes more force.
What is this gravity
The
thing that you...
distortion of space-time by mass,
Wait.
which causes bodies to become
What?
Sorry. It's very difficult to explain. I remember I cried explaining it to a man like you. Fixated, always asking questions. Isaac was his name. Isaac Newton. Isaac had a man in his life, Nicholas, a fellow scientist. Well, I'm not like my sisters. It's not my business to pry into the private lives of humans, but I could tell there was something between them. They had to be careful, because in this time and place, you could be killed for loving someone of the same sex. And one day, Nicholas left, and Isaac became obsessed with alchemy, which is so stupid, because you need at least 2 neutron stars if you want to turn lead into gold. I kept trying to tell him that, but he went for days without sleeping or eating, and then he started hearing voices in his head. Old loves and old rivals.
Hook! Where are you? I hear you. You and Pepys and Leibniz, all of you. I hear you rummaging around like rats. You steal the things in my head. The equation to transmute the elements is hidden in the corners, but you won't find it before I do. You can get in, but I won't let you out.
You sent me away.
You went away, I remember.
Which time are you remembering, Isaac? I went away from you and almost died.
You're a fool, Nicholas. You pretend to know what I'm talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Look, there you are.
You put me inside your head, Isaac. You stole my idea.
We talked about the
The
same thing.
elliptical
so-
orbits of planets, Isaac. I gave you that in
myself
my
and my letters,
letters.
Isaac. Hundreds of little words pushed me into you, like gravity.
Gravity is not a mechanical force. It is a function of
None
mass and the
of
nature
your
of
ideas
space
are
and
your
time.
own,
Listen to
Isaac.
me, Isaac.
You are a thief.
Shut up!
If you hadn't stolen my ideas, you
Part
would
knows
know
all
the
about
why
us,
of
Isaac. They bombard us
gravity.
from all directions, but two bodies can shield one another. They push us inexorably toward one another.
Is this
That is
gravity
the myriad
or
infinitesimal
love?
things that bring objects
Sodomite.
together, that push an apple to the earth, they push me to you.
The force of gravity is the distortion of space-time by mass. It is in the nature of the,
The
bodies
force of
themselves.
gravity
I
is
do not
inversely related to the distance between bodies.
That's what I told you.
You said nothing.
Read my letters, Isaac. I
Imagine
think
my
of
lips moving through space.
You took credit for my ideas.
I did not, liar.
I did so, I only did it for love.
Can you say the same, Isaac?
Isaac, Nicholas is not coming back.
Isaac, when I almost died. I almost died until you were there by my side.
I would have done anything to save you.
You're breaking God's law, Isaac.
Gravity is not
Perverse
contrary to God's law.
love and
When I can find the
gravity.
force behind gravity, I will find God.
Gravity and love will lead you to hell, not God.
One another, and the mechanical force that pushes them together is gravity.
Isaac, gravity is the distortion of... This isn't working.
I will know the secrets when I can
I
find
know
the
how
right
I know
equation.
what you stole from me. And you will accelerate to the ground at a constant rate.
Seems like all I
Fall into
know
you
is the
at a constant rate
sky,
of millions of
and
particles
the
pushing you towards
sky can't be home. And here you
God knows when you
are
lie,
on
Isaac.
earth,
God, see us, do you
broken
think?
down in your only
What is that?
home, and all you want to do
You're the one
ask
sinning,
the
Isaac.
question
Millions of little
why.
sins will make you
But
fall.
listen when I say
Fall.
there's
Millions
no
of particles
right
are pushing my lips
answer
from yours.
to goodbye. If we know it is,
Know that
we
voice.
can go anywhere.
Heard you before, haven't I?
And
It's the music of the spheres, Isaac.
it
You've been
hurts,
listening your whole life.
you must go on. It's not there for you. It's not there for me. But it's there, so let's try to find a way to be. To exist in this hard-hearted universe is the greatest strength that pulls us through anything at all.
Do I know you? I tried to visit you in your birth because you were born lonely. So was I, but I didn't have anything to say about it then. I tried to visit you when you realized that emotion. did not
Hear
come
the
easily to
sound
you.
of the
It doesn't
great
come easily
man
to me
falling
either.
off the
Stop
shoulders of giants. You steal her ideas too, you know.
I give them freely, and you are nothing but a voice in his head, and now you are singing my song.
Listen to her, Isaac. Her words have mass. Pull you towards her. I love you.
Nicholas,
please
is
don't leave
gone,
again.
Isaac. Whether by your words or his, it doesn't matter anymore. I take no pleasure in telling you these two words, but you need them. It is.
If we know
It is. And you cannot change it. I have no love in my heart for someone who cannot learn, but if you will accept it, learn this. It is. There is no logical explanation for it. And it doesn't make sense, and you feel like you can't believe it, like it isn't happening. But it is. When you're feeling purposeless, gaze at a decorated sky. Each star has a reason, each moon has a season. They live to gleam and die igniting. You'll have light on your shoulders again. And I've seen light grow from stardust in rain. A million light years and journeys away. Withstanding, evolving. It's not there for you. It's not there for me. But it's
find a way to be, to exist in this heart hearted union is my greatest strength and my greatest faith.
That pulls us through anything at all. He's not coming back. No. And until you have new
I
evidence.
cannot pretend to know why. It would just be a hypothesis. I would feign an answer.
Yes.
I need to get some air.
Yes. Isaac, and when you come back, I will explain to you how gravity is the distortion of space-time by mass. Isaac? Isaac.
I remember that song. He said his favorite aunt sang it to him.
He said I was his favorite.
Come and listen to a story about a muse named Thalia. She was looking for glory. Nothing rhymes with Thalia. It was sad like Somalia.
Somalia, really?
Okay, fine. Was a sad story, but not as sad as Somalia.
Awesome. I should start manifesting.
No, don't want that.
Stop.
Hey, how'd you get it to come back?
I created a vision of 17th century astronomer, physicist, and mathematician Isaac Newton in my attempt to communicate to him that gravity is
Okay,
in fact-
how'd she get you to come back?
She just told you.
Are you ready to listen now?
Yes. But I need to know something first. Which one of you was Hyacinth's mother?
He guessed, and I told him.
Urania.
He should know. We can't draw the right conclusions unless we all have the right information.
It isn't your choice to tell him, Arania.
Thank you.
Or yours not to.
Well, Chiron was a centaur.
Yeah, but was he the best, though?
That honor goes to Nat King Cole. You know Sentimental Reasons was written for me.
Yeah, I know. I inspired it for you.
You are the sneakiest Jesus.
Was one of you Hyacinth's mother?
Did someone tell him?
He figured out I was his aunt. He's quite smart when he isn't complaining about something.
Why do you want to know who Hyacinth's mother is, Thamers?
Would want to see her. So that we could talk about him.
So that you could tell her that you loved him more than she did?
No, that was stupid. I would just want to tell her that I loved him.
You've told her and us many times. Anything else?
I miss him. And I'm sorry. He was extraordinary. And I would just, I don't know, I would want to give her that part of him that he gave to me, so we could both remember him.
She's here, and she's not the only one who misses him. Give us the song you gave him.
I can't.
Nothing changes.
Oh, listen. The song was wrong because I wanted it to make him stay. That was just my story. That wasn't his story. That wasn't our story. I need to write something else, and then I will sing again.
There are 9 muses of inspiration standing in front of you, Thamers. Just say the words.
Sing Muse. Of love that does not need more than what it had. Sing of love that knows the word enough.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes. I know the kind of love he's talking about. Come here, Thamers. I want to show you something. There are those who say that since I know the rules of love, I stand above them. But I say it is not so. I love, and I love, and I love. I love deep and hard and hateful and jealous and piercing. I love in every way that a human being can love because I am them. And they are me, and all those who I touch take a part of me with them. I am the seed, and they are the spark. And I've been giving myself away in pieces for years. But the first piece went to you, Thamaris, that virgin, shining, happy part of me that followed you into hell and has kept you silent company all these years.
No.
Yes. For an age I sat broken. My sisters scattered like petals on water, drowning in the sea. Until she called to me, my small dark love, my Sappho. She wore the crown of flowers you had trampled proudly on her shining brow. In her light I saw what it was to love, and lose and let go, and love again.
And when you are gone, there will be no memory of you and no regret, for you do not share the Pierian roses, but remain unseen in the house of Hades, where you will stray, breathed out among the ghostly dead.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. Apparently she wrote that to a wealthy woman.
Huh. Yeah, the rich bitches always fuck you up most of all.
And how would you know?
Geneva.
She was rich?
Her name was Geneva. Mainline, Pennsylvania, 17 generations back or some shit.
Well, how'd she fuck you up?
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, I tell you all my ex-horror stories.
You've dated 2 people. 2.
Okay, so I'm not a turbo slut.
Your jealousy is not a turn on.
I've always wanted to be a turbo slut. It's envy.
Still not a turn on.
Oh, come on, just tell me.
What are you reading Sappho for anyway? What class is she for?
Oh, she's not. I just found this article about women reading Sappho, so I thought I'd check it out. You ever read her?
Tried to. Couldn't really get that excited about a 2,500-year-old white lady, to be honest.
Well, it's pretty good. Some of it. Most of it's just kind of bits and pieces, you know?
Like what?
Well, like the one I just read, it was only part of a poem. Or like this one. Here now the muses, leaving the golden...
Golden what?
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Here now the muses, leaving the golden fart in the room, those crop-dusting bitches. I just know it was the muses left the funk in the antechamber.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Just a little bit. Anyway, this article is about how women used to read the poems to each other. They would just imagine the rest.
From one line?
Yeah.
That's stupid. How did they know what she wanted to say?
You just did it.
Yeah, but I wasn't serious.
Well, they were. Here now, the muses, leaving the golden moment that I spent here with you.
Aw, you're writing this to me now.
Wonder if
the moment will last.
the moment will last.
Are we having a talk?
Will the moment stretch into a day?
Will the
a
moment
year,
stretch
an
into
eternity?
a day, a year, a lifetime?
Eternity.
Lifetime?
Or will it
Crumble.
Fade.
vanish?
Never to be
Never
seen
to
again.
be seen again.
Lost,
Lost
like a poem.
poem.
Written from
Written
one
from
woman,
one
to
woman
another.
to her lover.
Thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years ago.
They could hear me?
If the muses could hear us, then they would
They would
know
know there's
that
no
there is
difference
no
between a
difference
moment
between
and
a
a
moment and a lifetime.
When that moment is a moment
Of love.
Together.
together. It is time run wild.
Like time was before men
Like
tamed
a
it
wolf
like
that
a
has never
dog.
been tamed.
And even
And
if
even
the next
if
moment
the next
changes.
moment is different,
This moment.
Our moment.
lives on.
Shit! Over one line, motherfucker!
All right, no, check this out. So she wrote this to her lover. It says, I say to you, someone will remember us in time to come. She was right. Kind of.
Kind of. I love you.
Really.
Yes.
My Sappho. Her song lives on as yours did not. Her kindness taught me how to love, and I realize now that I have done you a disservice. Just because you love someone doesn't mean you can give them the stars. You can only show them the stars and hope you're looking at the same sky. I tried to give the stars to you without realizing that all you wanted was to be able to name them the one you loved. I loved you, and I tried to make your love my love. And I was wrong. We were wrong. But you were wrong to think that your love was wasted. Sing of your love, Damaris, and tell me that the time we spent writing together was enough. Tell us that the time we spent watching our beautiful boy grow up was enough. Sing to me, Damaris, of Hyacinth, and let him live again, if only in our hearts.
The day we met, you heard me play. You listened and then you walked away. You said, I'll be back before too long. I want to learn how to play that song.
No one can ever own a song, Hyacinth, but this lullaby is for you.
I waited there that second day. As time went on, I learned to pray. I heard a sound and I saw you, and that's how I learned to marvel too.
My prayer for you, my boy, is that you will know that while beauty fades, character lasts a lifetime.
You are not mine, and you never were, but these moments are, and I give them words. I sing them out with love and trust that someday someone will remember us.
I came here with your Aunt Calliope, Hyacinth. We watched the fireflies just like we're doing now.
It took a week, but we got it right. You said to me, it's my turn tonight. I followed you from miles uphill, tired and thirsty and laughing still.
Dance on my lap, little one. Say you could dance before you could walk.
We reached the top. You pulled me close. You said, I will teach you the things I know. You named the stars and mapped the sky. Your lips on mine, they made me fly.
You don't have to orbit anyone, Hyacinth. Not if you don't want to.
Before you left, I breathed you in and held you in my chest. Oh, now
We teach our children hard.
I
Love them
exhale
hard.
every
Play them
memory
Christ of all.
I possess. You are not mine, and you never were, but these moments are, and I give them words. I sing them out with love and trust that someday someone will remember us. Every hour you gave to me taught me how precious time can be. I let you go now because I must.
Don't be ashamed
I
of tears, my
think
boy.
of you
To cry
and
is to
remember us.
You got your
I
laugh
laugh
with me.
through
It's not
tears
pretty,
and
but it works.
remember us. I let you go. can remember us.
Thank you, Thamris.
If I'd only have known, I would never.
We can't change the past, Thamris. But we can make up for it. And your song is enough. It's time to let you out.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. We could use some choreography. But you can't dance when you're dead, so my vote's yes. Let him go.
That's the whole jury, counselor. You ready to change your vote?
Yes.
Boom! The winner and undisputed best muse ever is Thalia!
I said that to him. To cry is to heal. Your song helped me remember that.
When?
He came to me. He was crying because he said that somebody loved him, but he just wanted to be free. He didn't want to hurt you.
You've been a bitch this whole fucking thing.
Say
This is
that
not
you
meant to be
love
your moment.
No, Thamris, he didn't. But he cared. Fuck both of you.
So, is that it? Am I free?
Yes. But there's something you need to know first.
In order to walk out of Hades, you must drink from the Lethe.
Well, I thought he already drank from the Lethe.
No, Melpomene. They don't drink from the Lethe when they enter the land of the dead. They drink from it when they leave. It's the only way to start a new life.
What does that mean?
It means you'll forget all of this. Your life, us, triumph, and Hyacinth.
No, I can't.
There has to be some other way.
There isn't. Damaris, you have to let him go.
I would rather stay in hell and remember him than leave and forget him.
He said he admired you because you were brave. Be brave now.
But I won't remember the song.
No. We'll have to hold on to it for you.
I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to get things wrong and spend an eternity in hell again. I don't want another song to fail.
All right, Thamris. And I will make you a promise.
Seriously?
My word as a goddess. By the memory of my son, I promise you that if you try to create something again, you will fail again.
Tonight we gathered on the steps of the Capitol to hear Phil Oakes sing "The War Is Over." I am telling you, that song is going to end the war this year.
Washington, D.C., 1967.
Abelard will hear my words, and we will be together again.
The Argenteuil, mid-12th century.
I have come to the conclusion that my theories regarding black holes were wrong.
Dublin, 2010.
I think that God has abandoned us here, that this is the final judgment on our people.
Sudan, 1987.
I am to play Hecuba tonight. This play will finally help the people of our city understand the cruelty and futility of war.
Athens, 415 BCE.
This may be my last dance, but people will see it, and they will end this plague.
New York City, 1991.
People need to laugh right now. If they can laugh, then they don't need to be afraid.
Berlin, 1932.
This is going to be my night. They're going to love me.
You gave me a gift, Thamris. And this is what I give you in return. You are not the first to fail. And you are not alone. And as long as you are still breathing, you get another chance. Now, are you ready to go?
Yes, with your blessing.
Then let it begin.
The seed, the spark, the beat, the breath, the words. We break the chain, we
whether or not we can reveal our true nature to humanity again.
How do we do that?
Something supernatural should do it.
Oh, what? Like just appear in front of someone?
I'm scared. What if it doesn't work?
Then we keep going. Or we try something new. Or we see what's next for the gods.
But not now. We haven't had a moment that's just us since before the Hellenistic age. And I don't know about you guys, but I could really use a cup of coffee.
Espresso, at least 4 shots.
I want chocolate in mine.
I want vodka in mine.
Whoa, wait. I'm sorry. We just brought somebody back from the dead and we're all just gonna go have a cup of coffee?
I am sure there will be tea as well, if that's your concern.
No, coffee's fine.
Well then, sisters, let's go.
Somewhere, right now, a dancer falls. She gets back up.